Hello, my name is Ashish Udgave. I am working as Assistant Professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, Yadram, Itzelganj. I am welcome to all in the lecture of kinematics. In last video, we have covered concept of relative velocity and problems on relative velocity. Today, in video number 7, we are going to cover concept of projectile motion and different types of problems on projectile motion. Projectile motion. Introduction. In last videos, we considered the motion of a particle along a straight line. But we observed that a particle moves along a curved path if it is freely projected in the air in the direction other than vertical. These freely projected particles, which are having combined effect of vertical and horizontal motion, are called projectiles. The motion of a projectile has a vertical component and horizontal component. The vertical component of motion is subjected to gravitational acceleration or retardation, while horizontal component remains constant if air resistance is neglected. The motion of a projectile can be analyzed independently in vertical and horizontal directions and then combined suitably to get total effect. Important definitions. The definitions of the terms used in these videos are given with respect to figure or with reference to figure. Number 1. Trajectory. The path traced by the projectile is called as its trajectory. Number 2. Velocity of projection. The velocity with which the particle is projected is called as velocity of projection. Number 3. Angle of projection. The angle between the direction of projection and horizontal direction is called as angle of projection. It is denoted by alpha. Number 4. Time of flight. It is the time interval during which the projectiles is in motion is called as time of flight. And last one, horizontal range. It is the horizontal distance through which the projectile travels in its flight is called as horizontal range or simply a range of projectile. Motion of a body projected horizontally. Consider a particle thrown horizontally from point A with a velocity of u meter per second as shown in figure. At any instant, the particle is subjected to two forces. Number 1, horizontal motion with constant velocity of u meter per second. Number 2, vertical motion with the initial velocity 0 and moving with the acceleration due to gravity g. In this figure, let u be the initial velocity of the particle, let h be the height or max, and horizontal range be the horizontal distance through which projectile travels. Let h be the height of A from the ground. Considering vertical motion, we have equation S is equal to ut plus 1 half at square. In this, S is nothing but height h and initial velocity u is equal to 0. Therefore, that equation becomes h is equal to 0 into t plus 1 half gt square. Therefore, we get h is equal to 1 half gt square. This expression gives the time of flight. During this period, the particle moves horizontally with uniform velocity of u meter per second. Therefore, range is equal to ut. First problem. A pilot flying his bomber at a height of 2000 meters with a uniform horizontal velocity of 600 kmph wants to strike a target. If at what distance from the target he should release the bomb. In this figure, let h be the height of bomber from ground, u be the initial velocity of a bomber, that is u is equal to 600 kmph. In this problem, given entities are h is equal to 2000 meter, u initial velocity is 600 kmph, which is in terms of meter per second becomes initial velocity of a bomber u is equal to 166.67 meter per second. initial velocity in vertical direction should be 0 and gravitational acceleration be the 9.81 meter per second square. If t is the time of flight, then considering vertical motion we know that s is equal to ut plus 1 half at square. In this problem, s is nothing but h. Initial velocity in vertical direction u be the 0. Therefore, we get t is equal to 20.19 second. During this period, horizontal distance traveled by the bomber or bomb should be ut. Therefore, we know that u is equal to 166.67 and time t be the 20.99. Therefore, we get horizontal distance traveled by the bomb is equal to 3365.46 meter. Therefore, bomb should be released at 3365.46 meter from the target. Next problem. An aircraft moving horizontally at 108 km per hour at an altitude of 1000 meter towards the target on the ground releases a bomb which hits it. Estimate the horizontal distance of the aircraft from the target when it released the bomb. Calculate also the direction and velocity with which bomb hits the target. Neglect air friction or air resistance. In this problem, given entities are horizontal velocity of aircraft v is equal to 108 km per hour, which is in terms of meter per second becomes 30 meter per second. Now we will calculate horizontal distance of the aircraft from the target when it released the bomb. First of all, consider the vertical motion of the bomb due to gravitational acceleration only. In this case, initial velocity in vertical direction of the aircraft will be 0 and distance covered must be 1000. Distance covered is equal to 1000 meter. Let t be the time required by the bomb to reach the ground. We know that s is equal to ut plus 1 half at square. Therefore, we get t is equal to 14.3 seconds. Therefore, horizontal distance of the aircraft from the target when it released the bomb must be h is equal to vt, that is we get h is equal to 429 meter. Now we will calculate direction and velocity with which bomb it hits the target. Let theta be the angle which the bomb makes with vertical when it hits the target. We know that v is equal to u plus at. Therefore, we get v is equal to 140.1 meter per second. Therefore, tan of theta is equal to tan of theta is equal to 30 upon 140.1. Therefore, we get theta is equal to 12.1 degree. And resultant velocity with which bomb hits the target is equal to under root of v square, that is 140.1 square plus 30 square. Therefore, we get resultant velocity with which bomb hits the target is equal to 143.3 meter per second. Next problem. A motorcyclist wants to jump over a ditch as shown in figure. Find the necessary minimum velocity at A in km per hour of the motorcycle. Also find the inclination and the magnitude of the velocity of the motorcycle just after clearing the ditch. In this problem, given entities are width of ditch is equal to 4 meter and vertical distance between A and B, that is height of ditch, is equal to 2 meter. Now we will calculate minimum velocity of motorcycle at point A. Let u be the minimum velocity of a motorcycle at A and t be the time taken by the motorcycle to clear the ditch. First of all, let us consider vertical motion of a motorcycle from A to B due to gravitational acceleration only. In this case, initial velocity of a motorcycle in vertical direction u is equal to 0. Now we have equation s is equal to ut plus 1 half at square. Therefore, in this equation or in this case, s is nothing but 2 meter, a is nothing but gravitational acceleration. Therefore, we get an equation 2 is equal to 4.9 t square. Therefore, we get t is equal to 0.64 seconds. Therefore, minimum velocity of motorcycle at A must be 6.25 meter per second, which is in kilometer per second becomes 22.5 kilometer per hour. Now we will find inclination and magnitude of the velocity of motorcycle just after clearing the ditch, that is at point B. Let theta be the inclination of the velocity with the vertical. We know that V is equal to U plus GT, therefore we get V is equal to 6.27 meter per second. Therefore theta is equal to 6.25 divided by 6.27, therefore we get theta is equal to 44.9 degree. And the magnitude of the velocity of motorcycle just after clearing the ditch is equal to under root of 6.25 square plus 6.27 square. Therefore we get magnitude of velocity of the motorcycle just after clearing the ditch is equal to 8.85 meter per second, which is in kilometer per hour becomes 31.86 kilometer per hour. Next problem. A person wants to jump over a ditch as shown in figure. Find the minimum velocity with which he should jump. In this figure, let A be the initial point of the person or initial point of the ditch and B be the final point of the ditch. In between these 2 points, horizontal range is 3 meter and height be the 2 meter. In this problem, given entities are h is equal to 2 meter and range is equal to 3 meter. Let t be the time of flight and u be the minimum horizontal velocity required. Now considering vertical motion, we know that h is equal to 1/2 gt square. Therefore we get t is equal to 0.6386 seconds. Therefore time required to jump a person should be 0.6386 seconds. Now considering horizontal motion with uniform velocity, we get u is equal to 4.698 meter per second. Therefore answer of this problem, minimum velocity with which he should jump or person should jump be 4.698 meter per second. Last problem of this video. A pressure tank issues a water at A with a horizontal velocity u as shown in figure. For what range of values of u, water will enter the opening BC? Now, first of all, we will find required velocity to enter at B. For point B, height h be the 1 meter. Let t1 be the time of flight. Considering vertical motion of water, we get t1 is equal to 0.4515 seconds. Now considering horizontal motion of water, we know that u1 t1 is equal to 3, that is horizontal range. Therefore we get u1 is equal to 6.44 meter per second. Therefore a required velocity of water to enter at B must be 6.44 meter per second. Now we will find required velocity to enter at C. For point C, let T2 be the time required for the flight from A to C. For point C, h is equal to 2.5 meter and range is equal to 3 meter. Now considering vertical motion of water, we get T2 is equal to 0.714 second. Now considering vertical motion of water, we know that u2 t2 is equal to 3. Therefore we get u2 is equal to 4.202 meter per second. Therefore required velocity to enter at C must be 4.202 meter per second. Now answer of this problem, therefore the range of velocity for which the jet can enter the opening BC is 4.202 meter per second to 6.44 meter per second. In next video, we will solve the problems on projectile on horizontal plane and problems on projectile on inclined plane. Please note that this video is prepared for academic use only, to understand the concept of projectile motion and to solve the problems related to projectile motion for UG students only. Thank you. Thanks a lot. For any query, please feel free to contact me on mail or on mobile. Thank you.